Hello everyone, my name is Samana, and in today's video I'll be talking to you all about the easiest way to sell. Yes, that's right. The easiest way to sell is by a dramatic demonstration. Now, what I mean by a dramatic demonstration is you have a product and you're just not talking about it, you're just not talking about the features, but you're actually showing a demo and actually explaining it to your customer how good it is by the demo, and that creates a greater impact on the customer. Now you can say 1,000 words and people will just hear it, but when you obviously visually see it and you feel it and you experience it, that definitely creates a greater impact and you have greater chances to close that sale. So that's very important. And when you do that dramatic demonstration, you also you remember to use smarter words, so that sort of creates a lot of impact on the customer, right? It's very important to do that, because obviously when you're selling something, I'm a stranger to you and I'm trying to sell a product to you, you'll obviously not trust me, right? How can you believe me, right? It's I have to do something which looks believable, and that's when you start trusting me, and you sort of start understanding what I'm trying to do. So in order to make it believable, in order for you to trust me, I have to show you a demonstration. I have to show you a live example about how my product is actually helping you, right? And that's how it's going to create an impact and help me close that sale. You can take an example of a vacuum cleaner, okay? If somebody wants to sell a vacuum cleaner to a housewife, what's most important to her is that vacuum cleaner has to create all the dust and all the dirt from the smallest of the places. It has to be really strong, so that if the dirts are in the corner, it has to be the vacuum cleaner should be able to clean it. So I just saying that my vacuum cleaner is very good, just talking about its features, would really not help much. Yes, to an extent it does help, but then actually when you show it to her, showing that how easily it can clean, like if you show that your vacuum cleaner is able to suck bowling balls, if it's able to suck a big ball, a huge ball, that means it can suck almost any dirt which is possibly lying in the house. So that sort of creates an impact on me, that wow, this device or this cleaner is really good for my house, and that's when I will end up buying it, because he, as a salesperson, you have shown how good your vacuum cleaner is, not just spoken about it, but you actually demonstrated it, and you're taking balls and making it suck. The vacuum cleaner is actually sucking it, and that's very dramatic, and that creates an impact, and that helps you close that sale. So it's very important to do that. I remember, like, when I was young, I used to go to these exhibitions with my parents, my mother, wherein, in Bangalore, they used to have these huge exhibitions in palace grounds, wherein people put up their stalls and they sell different kind of things. And there, what I saw was there was this one particular stall, and it was super crowded, okay? So I was wondering why, there was a curiosity built, like, why is everybody going to that particular shop? What's happening? Why is it so crowded? And that man, the shopkeeper, he took a cleaner and he was literally banging it against the wall like 1,000 times on the floor. He was just standing right there, and he was just going on and on, banging it on the floor, on the wall, trying to show that how strong the cleaner is, how durable it is, that it's not going to break. And that was so dramatic, and here's a man who is going on and on, who's like, very putting in a lot of hard work in banging it, and then this particular thing is not breaking, and that's very magical to a lot of people. So people actually, they got very curious and excited about it, and people were actually buying a lot of things from that particular stall, and while all, like, a lot of stalls were pretty much empty. So this is what a dramatic demonstration can do, right? When you go to exhibitions and stuff, you can get to see a lot of dramatic demonstrations happening over there. So this sort of creates a great impact. Another example is if you see magicians, right? They do a lot of dramatic demonstrations. Like, how do they do that? Like, if you walk on the streets of New York, you will see people, magicians standing there, and then they'll try to play some card games with you, like, they'll try to involve you in it. So as a salesperson, they're trying to involve their customers and the journey, trying making they'll ask you to choose a card, pick a card, and play some magical tricks with that, so that's how it is. They try to involve you as a person. They try to create a drama out of it, and yeah, to end up attracting the customers. If you attend these magic shows, you would see, now they'll call somebody from the audience, and then they'll be like, lie down, and it seemed like he's slitting her throat and she's vanished. The head is here and the body is somewhere else. So that happens a lot, right? And people are really scared. They're like super worried, like what happened to that girl? And then it's all a drama. It's all and what they do it, they always pick up somebody from the audience, so that it's very intriguing for us as audience, as watching something like this. And it gathers a lot of attention. And that's what a person should do, right? It should do a demonstration in such a way that it garners a lot of attention. So that's very important. So it's also a scene, like, if you've read about Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins was a person who really followed dramatic demonstration. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's a life coach, he's an author. He just he's a philosopher, and he does a lot of great things. And he was one of the first persons who really, like, made a huge impact of dramatic demonstration. So what he said was, he there were these lot of therapists. Okay, there were people having this stigma, and this mental blocker, that there's certain things. People were depressed, they were not happy about a certain things. So he challenged these therapists, saying that they were unable to cure these people. Some people have phobias, and it's therapy fails to cure you, right? And that's when he said that, this man, he challenged therapists, and he said that, you know what, just get those patients to me, or get those people here, and I'll make sure that this phobia or whatever is in their head, the mental blocker, goes away. And he did that with dramatic demonstration, and that really, really succeeded. And it not only helped people understand and have a clarity, it also helped them overcome their fears. So that's the most important thing, right? Like, he did an experiment wherein there are a lot of people who have snakeophobia, right, fear of snakes. So what he did is, he was like, he called those people who had that, and then what he did is, he took a snake and he wrapped it around that person's neck and body. And he was like, see, it's right there, it's on you. And that person saw that, and after a few seconds realized that it didn't do anything. It's just a snake, it's just lying there, and nothing happened. It didn't kill me. I've not got scars on my body. So that's, how the person overcame the fear. They actually faced their fear, and that's how you overcome your fear, right? So that's what happened. So that's what he did. So he always said that, you can face your fears, and you can make things believable by actually demonstrating it. And that's what he did, and he was very successful in doing that. Like, he also, people had fear of fire. So what he did was, he made people have a fire walk, and there were hot coals there. And he made people walk. I think you would have seen this on YouTube videos and everything. So he made actually people walk through that, and told them, like, don't stop, it has to be unstoppable, so you have to just keep walking. And then, yeah, they walked. Like, imagine people walking on hot coals, like, nobody can think of it. right? I can't think of walking on hot coals, but then he made people do it, and told them that, it's all about willpower. Like, if you have it in your mind that I have to cross from A to B, and I can't stop anywhere, and you just walk very swiftly. It has to be a very brisk walk, and you walk, and then you overcome your fear, and then, yeah, you actually end up being much braver. So it's very important to actually show give dramatic demonstrations, and make people believe you. And when you finish that demonstration, you tell your customer, hey, you know what, even you try it, I've shown you how it works, why don't you try it? And let the customer himself try it. And then that's it, that's it. And if it's worked, that's it. That's the easiest way to close that sale. Like, there's nothing like it, right? And always, it's also very important to, like, if you want to make the first few sales, or first few months, if you've started your own business, and you want to, like, it's very important to not, the same rule applies with starting new businesses, wherein in the initial few months when you start a business, you don't think about profits, you don't think about revenues, you don't think about that. What you think is getting that customer base, right? So in the initial phase, even if you have to give it for free, even if you want to give trials, even if you want your customer to experience it, just give it away. See that you get that and get feedbacks from those customers, understand how they've experienced that. And then once you get that customer base, and then slowly it generates revenues, and it really helps you do better. So this is a kind of thing which is very helpful, and it sort of really helps you do a better job at what you're doing, and end up closing that sale, right? Yeah, so it also helps you build confidence, and even the customer at the end of the day is very happy, because every time as a customer, you'll always have these doubts. Can I trust this brand because it's new in the market? I don't know if I can trust it. It's different. Is it competent enough? Is it better than what I'm already using? Because I'm already using something, I think I'm happy with that. I don't want to try anything new. What will make the customer try your product is something which you have to think about, right? And that can only happen by dramatic demonstration, right? So that's like the easiest way to sell your product. Please try that every time you go and sell something, and I'm sure it's going to help you all in a much greater way, right? That's all for today. Thank you for watching my video. If you want me to speak on a few topics which are particularly essential or interesting, please do let me know. I would like to shoot my videos on those topics. And apart from that, if you like my videos, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'll come back with more such informative videos for you all. Okay, thank you so much, and have a nice day. Bye.